Welcome to 2K Sports live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. So the New York starting five, we've got Mikal Bridges. Antetokounmpo is out there with Turner. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Brunson in at the one. And for Portland, here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Here is Shakur. Screen by Porzingis. The shot by Shakur, no good. Hard against Bledsoe. Brunson outside. And the three off target. Here is Shakur. Defended by Bridges. Shakur kicks to Porzingis. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Porzingis showing some passing ability that time. Instincts are there.
Giannis outside. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Back to Brunson. Cranes the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here is Shakur. Outside for Bledsoe. Stolen by Brunson. Ball's knocked loose. Porzingis with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Pass to Bledsoe. Puts it up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Brunson, that's a two-pointer. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Brunson's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
A shot by Shakur, no good. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the inside. Hart kicks to Brunson. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here is Shakur. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Bledsoe. Launches it. Portland moving the ball around. Just 3 to shoot. No good. Shot missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Tries from 16 and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Bledsoe outside. There's Shakur. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. While we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
People talk about 3-and-D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with the head coach of the Blazers for a minute. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Antetokounmpo, no good. Portland trails by 3. To the wing on the left. Portland again missing. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And here's Brunson. He's got 7. At 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here is Shakur. 3-pointer. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Bridges sets the screen for Giannis. Pass to Hart. For the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Out to the right wing, Shakur. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Bridges. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Portland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Bledsoe for 3. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against Las Vegas.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
There's the pick. Here is Shakur. Defended by Bridges. Yep, it counts. 10 points for him.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7. The shot by Turner no good. Here is Shakur. Defended by Bridges. For 3, Bledsoe. The rebound by Turner. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Count that bucket. Giannis has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the left side wing. Here's Shakur. And he can't bank that one in. Out to Brunson. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game. Portland trails by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Left side, Porzingis. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Portis, he's checked in for Portland. We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Now here's Brunson. 10 points for him. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here is Shakur. Back to McCollum. Takes it from 10. Outside, Porzingis. Here is Shakur. Guarded by Kuzma. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Aldama. And here's Brunson. Over McCollum. And it's Brunson missing. Here is Shakur. Outside, Porzingis. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
Here's Kolek. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And it goes down 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here is Shakur. He's got 12. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Aldama. Brunson against McCollum. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brunson outside. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Shakur kicks to Porzingis. No good there off the double clutch.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
From close range, Aldama can't hit.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Here's Bledsoe. Aldama with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's McCollum. Scoreless thus far. Here is Shakur. Back to McCollum. Here's Bledsoe. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some... Pass to Kamare. That one's off, still out of sync. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Brooklyn. And for New York, Antetokounmpo out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kolek in at point guard.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it. And a lot of noise coming from these fans after that call was made.
Five to shoot. With his first shot attempt. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Giannis clean up the fast break.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And the first... time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 5th is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Here is Shakur. Boston grabs the miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. Good season for him last year. He was around 19 points per game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Here's Shakur looking to end the run. It's rebounded by New York. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And this, one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in and try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Bridges, no one around him. New York, no good that time either. Portland trails by 10. Here is Shakur. Turner covering. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Knocked away. Pass to Porzingis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he makes that one. Bridges got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Substitution for the Knicks.
Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Pass to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shakur. It's rebounded by New York. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out to Brunson. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the Knicks on the break. Moving it up. Here's Turner. The putback is no good. Portland trails by 13. Screen by Porzingis. To the right side. There's Shakur. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 20 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And New York making a change. Kuzma's checked in.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Number 44.
And he's good on the second. Here's New York. They're on a 20-7 run. Back to Brunson. Out to Kuzma. Off target from outside. Portland trails by 12. Pass to McCollum. Here's the three. Outside for Bledsoe. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Kuzma finds Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Swiped it away. Here's Shakur. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
A moment to check out Jalen Brunson. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in scoring. And you look at his three-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And back to his points per game average last year. He literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed. Porzingis is doubled. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 to shoot. Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. Here he goes. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Bridges. And he banks in the layup. Bridges got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Right wing. Throws it up high. And stolen by Kuzma. To the wing right side. Runs in the pass to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges outside. Bridges missing again. The Trailblazers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Outside for Bledsoe. There's the triple. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Right back after this break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. We get to see the haves and the have-nots on this list.
A few of have-nots have really disappointed. Shaq, have I ever disappointed you? Never on the court, kid.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Trailblazers.
If they think they'll win with...
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the three.
Well, if Giannis is going to hit threes, you have no chance to stop him.
And for New York, we've got Jalen Brunson. Miles Turner out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the three slot. There's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 11.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Puts it up from 17, and he hits the jump shot. New York leading by 9. Bridges outside. Shakes him. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 10 points for Mikal Bridges. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Hard against Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the
highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the paint, here is Shakur. Outside for Bledsoe. Porzingis sets the pick for Bledsoe. Tries it again. It's rebounded by New York. Turner's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
That's to Porzingis. Shoots over Turner. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Porzingis.
Well, he's capable of draining shots in bunches, and that time he does it from the mid-range.
For three, Bridges. And it's Portland with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Bridges with the block. Giannis kicks to Bridges. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Bledsoe outside. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
Bledsoe outside. It's Solomon to Kumbo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Basket good. Giannis has got 25 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Hard bounce pass. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Turner's got 5.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Shakur, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 27.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And Brunson, here we go. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Shakur reverses, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Turner's
solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And here are the Knicks now. To the middle. Here's Giannis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Down low, out to Porzingis. Here is Shakur. 27 points for him. Clock at 2. Sinks the three-pointer. 14 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Portland trails by 17. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Porzingis. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Shakur, the good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Kuzma outside. Giannis outside. Portland grabs the miss. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Out left to the wing. Out to the wing. From past the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From deep, Brunson, good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist in the game. Here is Shakur, covered by Giannis. The shot by Shakur, no good. Brunson kicks to Antetokounmpo, takes it inside. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Bledsoe outside. Shoots over Bridges, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Bledsoe's got 12. The Knicks leading by 16. Kuzma outside. Back to Brunson. Over to the left wing. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bledsoe. Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one to fall. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Timeout.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
McCollum with the ball. Here's Portis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Portis has got 9 points now in just the second half. We've got Bobby Portis. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And stolen by Portis. And now Portland on the break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
New York leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Golick. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got assist number 8 now on the night. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. McCollum with the ball, picked up by Kuzma. Here's Shakur. It's rebounded by New York.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
That's tipped. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here is Shakur. 6 on the shot clock. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. He's got 31.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Here's Kuzma. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Timeout, Blazers. The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges checks in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Bledsoe for 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Giannis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Screen by Porzingis. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
Antetokounmpo looking it over to the inside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here is Shakur. No good off the front iron. Bridges outside. Offline with his 3. Portland trails by 11. Pulls it from the elbow. Out to Porzingis. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Bledsoe. And another 3 for Portland.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
To the left wing. Here is Shakur. Defended by Bridges. There's a screen. And it's blocked. And they recover it. Pass to Bledsoe. And here's Porzingis. He shoot again. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here is Shakur. Shoots over Bridges. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Timeout, Blazers. Portis, he's checked in for Porzingis. Portland trails by 5. Portis, a screen on Brunson. Here is Shakur. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bledsoe. Shoots over Bridges. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bledsoe's got 5 points now in the quarter. Giannis outside. Giannis says, "Get off me!"
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Outside Portis. Here is Shakur. Defended by Bridges.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bledsoe. No coverage that time. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Shakur, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here is Shakur. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Off the left rim and out.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. To the paint. Here's Turner.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Knicks. Brunson, left side. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And Brunson capable here of having these binges scoring the basketball.
Bledsoe for 3. Poked away.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Brunson. No good with the layup. Portland trails by 8. Drives to the hoop. Here is Shakur. They set the screen. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. 33 points for him. New York has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Got that one up quick. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Defense knows Giannis demands 100% effort, but he's still managing to carve him up.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The Knicks shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Think about Giannis and just how special of a player he is. We know off the court the endeavors he's into. I mean, this guy has really grown into a global ambassador for the game of basketball.
Here is Shakur. And the three ball is good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into correction.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. He doesn't hit that one. Out to the right wing. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Good!
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Timeout Blazers. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. And it's sent back by Turner. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for New York.
Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Bridges with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Line for the Knicks. Mikal.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.